Hi, folks. Nick Tuckert here with the Historical Fencing Guild. Let me just mute my phone for a bit, and then I will get to that later. Alrighty, guys. Hi. Before we get into all the stuff we have to discuss, and boy, howdy, do I have some juicy things to discuss, we have to talk about how I make my money. I make my money first and foremost through... Oh, wait, that's the wrong... I almost brought my never mind the furthermore stuff, and I need this right here. Haha, excellent. My Patreon. The lovely folks who support my Patreon are what let me afford to keep this show going, keep my thing, and do a lot for my other channels to help promote people and do good. But if you want the sword fighting stuff that I provide, hit me up on Patreon. You get a weekly blog. Your name goes in everything I'm going to print after the Patreon. So if you're active on there, it's there. I'm planning to do some renovations still on the list field. I just got nailed by wood prices. And when the renovations are done and some of the targets and stuff are up, I want to put the names of the Patreon supporters up there too. So there's a lot coming. Now, if you also want to support me directly, consider buying my books, The Simple Sword or The Fighting Axe, both available through Amazon. I'm going to move my lovely microphone so it's a little better, I hope, for you guys to hear. Was doing some promotional business right before this to get things started. And if you really want to make a little bit more, go into my pocket, feel free to hit me, PayPal me at Nicholas Tuckert, any donations you want. I'm asking because I've been told I have to. So let's get this party started. We'll talk who's in-house in the comments, and then we will get on hopping and popping down the road to discuss what's going on this week and in some coming weeks. I've been finalizing things. It's delightful. So, first one through the door is Joe Bachman. Teleports in, drops it alike, licks a plastic sword, and teleports out. That's why no, we're not going to do the if you lick it, it's yours, because that could get confused. I'm not asking about licking swords. I'm really not. Hi, Foxy. I'm so glad to see you, darling. And Thesis. At least my swords are safe since I don't think any of them are plastic. I believe the one of your gin trainers is. Oops. Joe's doubling down with the Fox. Yeah, that is for the best. Blade Thesis, I'm not opposed to licking metal either. Don't cut your tongue, Joe. Mine are sharp. The ones that aren't oiled, sword oil. I have no idea what that little... Oh, okay, I know what that box is. Nothing problematic. Good evening, Kitty. I hope you're doing well. And I hope Thesis is doing better. I heard he made the mistake of trying to bowl. That's pushing your hip a lot, but I hope you had fun. He yells at me for licking steak knives too. Y'all don't lick edged weapons. Sword oil not taste good. No, sword oil not taste good. Okay. Looks like we've caught up. It's a quiet day. Wow, do I have some stuff to talk about. First and foremost, and Joe, if you are still listening, which I hope you are, I will, it's not written in this brain. Oh no, I have multiple brains going at the same time. This is not good. Okay. August 13th, Saturday. Starts at 7 o'clock. I assume that's Eastern time. At 3101 Huntington Ave, Hobart, Indiana. There will be a showing of Julius Caesar, Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. And during set changes and whenever things get a little slow, they've asked the Historical Fencing Guild to come out and do some sparring. Entertain, work up the crowd, keep things going. So I will be doing that. That's 7 p.m. Central Time. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Hello, peoples. And there are so many wonderful comments coming in. I don't want to miss them. But we will be there Saturday the 13th. And hope you could meet Joe and myself and Trey and maybe a few others. I have to see who we can get. But that's coming up. We will be using polypropylene weapons because they make the police a lot less nervous than the steel. And outdoors with mixed weather, it might not be a bad idea. Since we don't know, I don't know anything about the setting or rain fallback plans. But let's go back here. Oh, he's doing better than I am. My connective tissue disease does not like throwing heavy balls. And we're moving on. Hello. Hey, sub person, great to see you. And oh, good, we've got Ryan Coker off in the woods. Howdy. Yeah, we're doing great. I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while. Boink. And yes, that's the time that the show will be. Joined by Johnny freaking Cage. Hey, Johnny, just got here. When did everyone turn into Blade Edge Dracula? I don't know, but it floats their boats apparently, and I'm not one to judge as long as it's consensual and you clean up after yourselves. Foxy, hello, peoples. We got a lot of greeting. That's great. Got to get that steak juice off. I was a bit sore yesterday after bowling. Had to use my cane again for the day, but otherwise it was a good time. And you're going to have that. This is going to be something that when the weather changes, when you overdo it, you're going to need the cane. Learn to treat the cane as a friend and drill in different degrees of health so that you know how you move and function when you can move and when you can't, and that your style is adaptive to fit what you can and can't do. You should smash through that curtain like Kool-Aid Man for the intro. One of these days, I just might. So far, we've had requests for the Back Scratcher episode. I had someone hit me a message that they wanted Lydia to host or co-host more often. And Lydia's a little busy on the far end of the room. She's tied up right now. But I need to get her an employee badge or something. You know, maybe when I get some merch going, I can get Lydia some merch. What? I've muted you. Stop. There we go. Shh, you. Shh. I've got a whole pocket full of shh. Anyway. So, things are going to happen. I'm so busy because April 23rd, and let me double check that, I will be at the First Region Con, which is the rebirth of former Arctic Con in Maryville at St. Savas. I'll give more announcements then, but it's a 2-day convention. I'm going to be hosting. I've made arrangements for armed security for my house. I have some favors. I call them in. But the good news is I'll be out. I'll be selling my books, talking to people. So I will be talking about that real soon. You may even get a few commercials just talking about that. Now, never mind, the Furthermore is going to get a lot more commercials. But right now, I'm trying to keep this more on brand. Unless someone pays me enough. At which point, you guys like me to have money. Ah, yes, Foxy enjoys her balls. Moving on. Oh, yeah. Hey, Kinky Lydia is tied up. No, look, let me explain. Hold on. We're going mobile. Whoop. See? Lydia is tied up. That's my office assistant, Lydia. She's surprisingly good at what she does. I don't quite know how. But I'm going to have to tidy my desk, which is a living nightmare. Tying up your office assistant. I've seen that in certain films that start that way. No comment. If Oxy and I legally get married, how many guildies would like to stand around armed to keep people from bringing in alcohol? Well, I would not be surprised if we had quite a few, if it were, a reachable location. Because my sites are always dry, and arrangements can possibly be made. You'll have to hit me up, and I hope you do. Not that not that you need it. It's not my place to judge anything like that. But I do hope you do, just because I think I have a romantic heart. You know, I'm old timey. I admit it freely. So, what do we have to talk about? Well, we have the on-topic discussion of some gear. We have a bit of a trailer released recently I'm going to have to talk about. And I think we can drum up something else. Oh, you live close to an Amtrak for our traveling needs. We may have to talk. And I'm not even kidding, we may have to talk. But, well, weapons are down. Alrighty. Now, we're going to talk about some stuff, and more weapons are down. This is the polypropylene rapier that I got from Medieval Collectibles. Well, this is one of two. I am very, very pleased. I've been drilling with this, done some light sparring with it. This is a dreamboat. It's good enough. I recommended Joey and Trelena to order some while they were on hand. I don't know how many they are. I can't find the actual retailer because I would love to buy. I literally would love to buy these in bulk. Oh, 6 miles. That's nice. So this is very, very cool. There is a problem with this, and it's a problem I have with most of the polypropylene weapons. It is black, and though it does hold a shine, it's fairly matte black once it gets darkish, and people have trouble seeing them. And I have heard you guys say, oh, we need to bring back the spray-painted trainers. Now, I solved that problem with this old boy, the Cold Steel Parry Dagger. Still one of my favorite trainers in existence. Still, if Cold Steel would do one of these that was about that long, I would buy it. And then I'd have to do a which is better off. But the problem with the paint is over years of use, it starts to break down and then it flakes and it's problematic. Now, I may try Plastidip style paint. Once this is worn off enough, it's worth trying to get the rest off for a clean surface to then prime properly. But I'm not sure. So I needed an option. Now, if you saw the thumbnail, because yes, I even made a thumbnail. We're moving on up, folks, to the east side. Oh, Luke, you have infected me. We have this. Now, it looks a little funky because my hands were a little shaky when I was using the tape. But this is the exact same trainer with yellow electrical tape. The yellow electrical tape. Yep, orange duct tape. I didn't. I was having a bad leg day. I kind of had overdone it, and I had a roll of electrical tape, and I was sitting on the couch, so I set this up. This should be much more visible and much less likely to offend or cause fear to the lovely police officers who may come by at any point, because, you know, when you're swinging swords around, that does occasionally happen. So, yeah, you are right. I have duct tape. I just have to dig it out because our lovely Cindy Kep, www.ckoepp.com, was kind enough to donate some. This is yellow. This is yellow. I don't know how to fix it because the lighting, we've got a lot of sunlight coming in today. But the yellow is, well, it's well enough. Up close, it doesn't look very good. But at a distance where hopefully anyone else looking at it should be, it should show up and make it easier to see. And that's why we're doing it. Now, I did that, so naturally I had to do its mate, my parry dagger. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. It isn't the lighting. I'm partially colorblind. That's fascinating, as I did not know colorblindness could happen to women. I thought it was a male-only genetic condition. Anyway, So this way, the audience and the television viewers should be able to see it. Again, I just used electrical tape. I'll probably make sure I have a roll of bright colored duct tape for if it fails, but I didn't want to waste good duct tape, you know. So, do you guys like that better? Is this something you want to see me do to my weapons? Oh, some bright yellows and greens are gray to me. Do you see orange okay? Because I mean, I could easily do orange. Lord knows I love the color orange. Don't know when that happened, but if you guys like something like this, I will go over most of my trainers with tape of some sort to make it easier to view. But I wanted to experiment, and this also helps establish that these are my personal trainers. Because of my hands and the situation, I have to be very selective on what weapon trainers I fight with. And I also will start bugging companies to make their trainers out of orange for safety. And that's a very good point. The tape doesn't have to be all over. It can be striped or banded and it'd be more noticeable, which is true, but I was worried about creating optical illusions for when we were fighting or even flashlight effects, as some people who watch are notably epileptic. So I will keep that in mind as well. That's why I love this channel. Okay, so most of my wardrobe Foxy can't see. No wonder she likes me so much. Anyway, um, so if this works or similar, I will do similar to my trainers. I'm very excited about the opportunity and adapting to make things more visually easy to track. So we have those. They should put a buzzer on those. They actually sell for children, and there are a couple other companies that make different versions of this, where I want to say they're fiberglass, and they're basically fencing foils, but they have noise-making buzzers in them. I've looked at those sets, but I've had ordering difficulties with the companies that sell them. So, and ergo, we're using what we have. But that's a great point. Thesis has gotten used to me tapping him and going, "What color is that thing?" Considering some of the earlier conversation, you saying you're tapping him and what color is that thing is a colorful comment. But oh, yes. Off in the woods, that's our friend Ryan Coker. At Thesis, PHO, that's Purple Heart Armory, PHA, has something you might like for about $25. I'll shoot you a DM. I'm hoping you guys are talking about the gin. There are a couple of gin out there that are absolutely lovely that they're putting out, and a couple really nice knife sets. If we want, I will be happy to hop on over there and look at the trainers that they're doing, because I haven't hopped on lately, and I do have an affiliate link in my end of video links, where if you're going to order from Purple Heart Armory, please use that link, because I'm supposed to get a kickback of a little bit. Oh, yeah. Purple Heart Open. PHO is the event they have. Right you are. Excellent. I wonder if you could do that thing where you spray paint the water and dip the sword or whatever. I've seen lots of videos doing it. Oh, you could. The problem isn't doing that. And really, certain trainers I have. Okay, give me a second. Okay. This is a Purple Heart Armory Bowie knife. I pulled the string off because I was having trouble with the grip. Now, note, if I push as hard as I can, which is not terribly impressive, but there is not a lot of flex. That means I could easily take something like this. I would probably, cut the obviously my fabric style grip tape, hit with some primer, let it dry, and then plastidip it. I'm not plastidip it, hydro dip it, and get something really dramatic looking till the paint wore off, and then it would have a apocalyptic black look. So we could do something that's very solid. The axes could get the same kind of treatment. And to do something like that, I would just need a big enough, need a respirator, gotta be safe, a big enough vessel that I could spray paint the surface of the water, because that's what you do. Move the paint aside a little bit with gloved hands, put it in, let the, usually you want wire or something to pull it out so you have a controlled lift. Let the pattern of the different paint spread, and then pull it out. And yes, it would. Hippie swords, yes. Yes, you could. Big tubs and dip the swords. Mix it to, yes, you could literally do it as hippie Damascus. There are a lot of options, and it could be a lot of fun to try someday. And who knows? We still have a few more months of the weather being nice. Strange things could happen. I could attempt to do some hydro dipping. That might be a fun project. Let's consider it. Yeah, yellow is good. Pangari Musca. Yeah. My pens are gone. Pangari Musca. Oh, because I moved my stuff around. Hi. Pangari Musca. Got my pen. Now. Hydro dip trainers. Vid. All right. So we have the idea. Bam. We'll put that on my wall of knowledge over here, which holds many a secret and interesting thing. Absolutely. And remember, if the patrons want it as a Patreon exclusive, I could do that too. That's always your prerogative to say, no, this is ours, that no one gets to see it. Oh, everyone else can see it a week later. That's my standard with anything I try to broadcast ahead. The 4 fencing bouts, people didn't get to see till I discussed it, and they still don't have access. Let's see. Speaking of that sword, I still need some ideas on fixing the pommel and guard on that sword so they won't go flying off while I am sparring. Okay. I had that exact model. I think I have another one somewhere. The pommel snapped in the back, and the guard would go flying consistently to the point where I turned it into a small sword. The pommel I made fell off, and I have to put a new pommel on it. But one, if you buy the new version, which I have, actually I should have 2 coming in very soon because they were only $13 a piece on Amazon. That's all 1 unit, so that problem is solved. But JB Weld, epoxy, there are any number of adhesives you could apply that would definitely do that. That would definitely help maintain. Or you could do, let me show you something. This guard was temporarily attached many, many years ago at this point. And under this yellow is black electrical tape that I just put a couple extra wraps on to keep the guard attached. And at the bottom, this is not proper, but danged, if it's going to work that well, I'm not going to complain about it. So you could try that. Just wrap some tape around the blade, right above the upward swinging it's kind of shaped like this guard. Yeah, no, you don't want to use super glue. You want a plastic capable glue. That's why I was thinking 2-part epoxy is going to keep everything put because it's 2-part epoxy. There are a couple plastic specific glues, and I just bought a bottle of JB Weld plastic super glue. So then when I work on some projects with that, if it works, I'll happily review it and tell you if it would work for our needs. Because although honestly, for that you could almost hot glue it and have that as like a physical shim that would seal inside and keep the shape because it's not going to get a lot of resistance. Think about it. You have options here. Now, let's see. What else is on the docket before we go any further? All right, we're nearly at the half-hour mark already. Before we go any further, I do want to remind you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I am broadcasting currently to the Rising Tide Facebook, my Twitter, @ntalker. That's what you see right there. And, of course, the Historical Fencing Guild YouTube channel. Please, 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 please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where my numbers are most available. And that would probably work really well. I like to glue some fake gemstones onto them because basically what you're looking for is a wedge to keep it in, much like the way you keep an axe head on an axe. So it's not a bad. But fake, nah. Let's not. Because if you use a real rock and it comes loose, one, the adhesive properties of rock get weird. And two, you don't want that wimping at somebody because you don't want to turn your weapons into an accidental claymore. Doing it on purpose, that's fine, but you don't want your sword or a chunk of it just shooting off into the other guy, which leads us directly to something delightful I wanted to talk about. The new Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves, has a trailer out. It is delightful. Chris Pine is playing a bard, it looks like. Great fun. Solid graphics. The fights look suitably insane. And then I saw it. Oh, God. The staple of the 80s. I saw it. Yes, those would work real well. Plastic cabochons. One of the characters points his sword, and the sword blade and crossguard go shooting out at the bad guy, and he's holding a knife. Oh my gosh. My heart, it went boom, 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 boom. Should I hate that? Yes. Is it insane? Absolutely. Did it tickle me to no end? Yes. You have to have some silly, plausible, you just got to let stuff go. It's like there are certain times and certain people, you need to take the line from Mystery Science Theater 3000 and say, if you worry about how he eats and sleeps and other science facts, la, 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 just take a moment and realize, just remember it's a TV show and you really should just relax for Mystery Science Theater 3000. Yes, but we need to relax in our stuff. I don't like bad sword fighting, but I'm okay with zany swords in a fantasy setting. And that's ludicrous, but magic is so heavy in D&D, you could do silly stuff. And as long as it's fun, why worry about it? Now, I will be much harder on gritty, edgy,
This is the future, and we are fighting our way through the threats of the cyberpunk future. Did we say future? Yes, we did. Did we say cyberpunk? Yes, we did. That means lots of black leather and funky-shaped weaponry.
Oh, yes. PHA has some amazing dagger trainers, and like I said, they just released some. So I'm feeling, let's see if I can get this going. We'll fix this. We'll see if this will work. Bam. Question click. We're going to move this to a new window. Give it a moment. Move it over here. We're going to come here into the share category. We're going to share screen, and we are going to share, let's see, this window, share. Now, there we are. Very nice, delightful. All righty, first off, note the question mark click equals 1745. Y'all, that's me. You need to do that if you're shopping here. A new batch arrived on their Tornado page. Let's look at that. We're gonna do that. The tune was from Mystery Science Theater 3000. You're looking at the wooden rondel dagger. We will get there, but I want to see. Oh, it's more of this Regenye. Hold on. Regenye. Regenye. Yes. Regenye. I'm assuming it's Japanese. Those look nice, but they also look incredibly expensive. So that's $530. $7.95 for it. No. That hurts my soul. I am wounded. I mean, if you have that kind of money and you're throwing at it, please support my channel because Lord knows we need it. But if we go to basic trainers, and I'm skipping the wood one, and I'm doing it for, oh, actually, no, I'm not. Wait, what is going on? I see what's going on. We're going to go, yes, basic trainers. There are some wonderful sets that are on sale again, and they make me happy. But we wanted let's see. Am I missing any comments? No, I'm not missing any comments. Good. There are some trainers in here. Hello, beautiful. Pardon me. When did you happen? Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, okay. Let's see what this. 34 and some change. That is a nice. Oh, the Dirk trainer looks nice. Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Let's organize this, not by title, but by price low to high. Why? Okay. The Dirk trainer, if you don't want a guard, if you want just a very basic weapon, the Dirk trainer for yes, Nerdgasms, they happen. For $11.99 is not bad. It is not bad at all. What's the length? Let's find out. Oh, and this is what it looks like in hand. So it's very much that cooking knife length. I'd say 11 inches of blade, 13 inches for a blade. Difference, bigger hand. Okay, cool. So it's a 13-inch blade, 18 overall, which means the whole weapon is this long. Okay? The whole weapon is this long. Okay, I got that measurement. And 13 of it is blade. Okay, that is a nice long poker. That is not bad for that money. And purple, all their handles, Purple Heart, all their handles standard come with purple. Now, I have been tempted over the years, and I may do it someday, especially again if there's interest. To get something like this to hang as a neck knife, so I can use it offensively, as an emergency. But the blade is about 3.5 inches, so it's a little longer than mine. I have some safety concerns about something that's stout, that short, but I've been bugging Purple Heart Armory to make a minimalist trainer, and they keep not wanting to do it. It's offhand weapons, so guard isn't necessarily the most important. We are also talking about a small shield in the offhand as well. Small shields, bucklers, there are a lot of options, and all of mine are down by where I can fight with them, so not here. We can work on it. In case saying, of course, you would squee at purple handle. She's saying, hush. What Foxy's actually asking for is a few 100 feet of purple paracord. That way she can make her own handles. That's what you use purple paracord for, right? Anyway, Skin Do, which is the little black knife. This tempts me greatly, but again, it's a little abrupt, so I have to think about it. Now, I'll go back to bugging TRKT. But let's see. Yeah, you are looking at these. Now, let's talk about these because you mentioned them. Off in the Woods is far better to talk about Rondel daggers than I am. I will admit it. They're much closer to his bailiwick, but I've made them go. My problem. For me, it's less handles and more hanging plants. If you go to Menards, you can get some really great ceiling mount heavyweight plant hanging devices. They have ones that'll connect to your support beams that'll hold up a couple 1,000 pounds. So your little bush hanging off of there would have no problem. But my problem with these guys is the same problem I have with all wooden trainers. There's a chance of them breaking and splintering and becoming sharp. Now, if you use something like rattan breaks mushy. Menards is only Easterly sadly. Well, any good hardware store, or you can order online. Because they have all sorts of ceiling mounted supports. That's how you can hang heavy bags and like the little hammocky chairs. I have to hang a hammocky chair for my son. So I'm a little dubious on just the wood. However, some people really like those. I still would say if you're going, you want like versus like. So if you're going to fight and train with plastic, I would go with the cold steel Rondel dagger, which is very inexpensive. And this is what happens when I start cleaning. My weapons aren't here. Let's see. I think they have it though. Oh, they don't have them west of the Rockies right now. That's tragic. Or Casey's. I didn't choose the Casey's life, but the Casey's life chose me. Yes. Okay.
I see. Okay, that's the same. It's just they're selling them in bulk. Let's look at these guys. It says 50 for 4. You can find these other places cheaper. 50 for 4 is a bit spicy. I've seen these a lot under the $10 line. And for extra comment, because they have flex, the rounded head, they have a bit of flex. I've used them. Second, the CS rondels. I've never seriously considered wood rondels. They're both more expensive and more dangerous than really nice steel trainers. Yeah, there are some steel training daggers that I would far rather have you use with a rig like this than I would. I mean, remember, my old Perry dagger, while a bit long, is not far in concept from a rondel dagger. It's just a little different. Mine. Okay, my computer froze up for a second. Sorry. Oh, that's Christian popping up to see the auto check to see if I need help. Yeah, that is a motorcycle brake pad, and these are a couple of bits of hardware I got from. Actually, this is Purple Heart Armory. This is from a pan I had that broke. I really like the handle, so I took the handle off. And this is an old Flexi Dagger spike style weapon. Wonderful trainers, used them for years, but they can be excessively hard, and there's some safety issues. That's why they're not so popular these days. That's why I've switched to purple. You could do, as long as you're going slow, PVC and making simple rondel daggers just to see if you like it would probably be a good idea if you're going slow. PVC does not usually hold up to full speed combat. And PVC does, like wood, it splinters very sharp. And it rapidly becomes a real weapon, which is not what you want to happen in the middle of a sparring session. Because remember, the first thing is safety. Safety, education, beat me. I'm sorry. Safety, fun, education, beat me. That's how we do stuff. Oh, I mean, bake boffers so I could easily throw something together just for trainers. Oh, absolutely. From a boffer perspective, you could definitely do something like that. That's not even a problem. And basic boffers are wonderful basic tools that just get the job done. I really need to set up to do another boffer video. But let's see what else we have going on. I know I didn't hit. Deal of the day. Excluding the Swordnado thing. Also worth noting, for those of them who haven't used CSS, yes, CS rondels are not like other polypropylene trainers and have a good bit of flex to them, so you can go pretty hard. Yes, I used them. We used them actually, Ron. If you dig back, you'll find. Oh God, you have to go back a couple of years. But on this channel, you can find Ryan and I sparring with them, I believe. I was looking for something, and at the time, I couldn't find any of these guys to be a good backup knife. Okay, so Gladiatoria Medieval Armored Combat, a 1450 fencing from New Haven. Could be interesting. Meyer Book of Fencing Skills, and it's the Meyer with that spelling. That's fascinating. 64, though, is very expensive. I mean, it's a beautiful volume, but no. Rudy Case, no. Art of Longsword Fighting. Teaching a Foundation of Ringik style. Okay. I mean, it's a good style. I don't know Benjamin Smith offhand. And I really need to probably order a couple of these just because I have the things. Yeah. So nothing really earth-shattering jumping out at me. So that's okay. That is okay. I've been doing a lot of perusing through here because I've been really not needing a lot of gear, but now I may need to redo my whole armor. It happens periodically. So let's close that. Let's come back to it and go European martial arts. We'll go. Let's go basic trainers. And part of why I'm going here is I want to see what the newest stuff is, because many times PH does not advertise their newest stuff. The basic trainer, if you want just a sword to learn how to sword fight with, let me pull that up so you can see it better. This is a great little trainer. I have it. I have absolutely no complaints for what it is. It works and get enough it's out of stock. Plus $34.99 is a great price for that. But let's go back a second. Oh, Gladiatoria and Meyer are free on Wichtenauer, which I thought so. And so they better have some pretty good extra commentary to make it worth it. And I say similar. Anytime you want a historical reference, Google it first. Many times, many people have translations. I used to use a free translation of Gigante for years before I found Tom Leone's translation, which is the better translation, and I really recommend that book. And it's only like $20. But it also only teaches one style of fencing. We've got the Arnest and the Spada and Daga trainer set. That looks good. The Hungarian trainer set, it has been a good deal for a long time. Let's see. The V2 Arnest trainer. Wow, that's only $24.95. That's a good price. Now, I still very much, when I get a wild hair up, if we're dream shopping, and I'm going to go up here, let me put your comment. Oh, those are free. And for those who didn't see it, I posted an interesting website on. Oh, it's Meyer's Cutting Square, but customizable and automated. I saw that. I didn't get to deep dive it, but I did see that. Now, forgive my enunciation on this, but the Dab Sung Mui trainer for Krabi Karabong, that is so close to being a Nagamaki that it makes me happy. And I'm really, really, like, I might see if I can get that done as a birthday present. I would like to get one of those with a discard just for the fun of it. Or either discard or a cross guard like on the 1.33, because then in my hands it would be a little miniature Vampire Under D Grand Messer kind of rig. And that would be a lot of fun to fight with. That's a fairly aggressive curve. And I think the overall length is like 40. Oh, the overall length is 36. Oh, no. No. That's 30. So the blade is, the blade's about 24. Yeah. Oh, and then it has that much hilt. Oh, no. Oh, that would be problematic. Oh. I also found a free PDF of Ferris Sciences de Arma because of Guy Windsor's mailing list. Hey, feel free to send that to me. I'd love a copy of that. The Cutting Square website is interesting but difficult to modify to my rope dart. I won't be tossing my rope dart at a screen. That's a good quality life decision, and I applaud it. Rope dart, I think the target we made for basic fencing, something like that would be wonderful for rope dart, just to have something you can throw it at, and then set different colored dots around it, have somebody either call them out or record it, and then you could practice changing your targets. Do you follow Flow Mayhem, Kitty? Let me see. See now, there's new trainers without pictures, which makes me happy because that means new good stuff is coming. I like that. What's the length? Go, you always hear that. I'm being terrible. I don't care, but we're shopping. 28, so a 22-inch blade. Oh, I like that a lot. That's tempting. I'm not supposed to buy any new trainers because I need lightweight, narrow grip ones. And honestly, I really need to find a supplier of these guys so I can make sure I have like 10 of those and 10 of the cold steel parry daggers. And then I'm pretty much done for personal shopping. So I need to find a way to get more of those. But let's bring this back. Ooh. Let's see what you have here. Thesis shared a video of me earlier of someone who hung different colored spools of tape from the ceiling and threw dart at the spool. Thought of something like that. That could be very good. Do you have a safety dart trainer? I'm curious about that. If you're willing to do a recording of your practice and your methods, I would love to see it, and I'd be happy to talk about it on this channel or just put it up on the Historical Fencing Guild Facebook, because I think a lot of people would really like to see rope dart implemented. I dabbled in it at a point in my life, but I have simply lost the fine hand control to pull it off. I may get that back if I keep redeveloping my my dexterity, but it's hit or miss on that one. So we'll have to see. But I would love to see some of that. Now, what kind of trainers? Oh, I forgot to close that window. You know what? I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to come here, boink, and I'm going to go European martial arts swords, synthetic swords. I want to see if there's any new Penty style weapons that interest me. We have 11, but let's go newest. Excellent to hear. You made Kitty made a trainer out of paracord and a pickleball that I painted pink and drew a cat face. That is gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. That makes my day. Yes, this makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I scroll through, I look at the sky. I don't need it. I'm not sure I could handle it. This. And it comes with different grip colors, but boy, does that look pleasant to me. Anyhow, enough of that. I have a love for two-handed, shortish weapons. It's just who I am. Let me get. Well, let's see. Now, I do not have any deal with medieval collectibles. I do have a deal with Purple Heart Armory. I've talked about it where I have an affiliate link. Please use it. Please, so we can track whenever you go look, take the time and look through my affiliate link or favorite it under my affiliate link so that we can get the notoriety. So maybe I can get more information and more sway on what gets made. Let's see. I'm going to fencing while we talk about that. Oh, Black Fencer over at Soul Cow Swords has a much larger catalog of hold on, the notice that I am streaming just hit me. I love it. Let's see. I have to do that, and I have to do this for a second. Here we are. Black Fencer has larger catalogs of weapons that are comparable. Yes, they do. They're usually more expensive, and we're having shipping and supply issues. But yes, we probably should check them out if we're looking at spending money. But I'm going through some
different different suppliers just to see what's out there. And yes, folks, please don't forget to like and subscribe before we end, because I need the support and I'm looking to see what's available. That Now I'm looking at live steel accidentally. Forgive me. Forgive me. I have sinned. Oh. Ooh. No, and then it goes away. Oh, because it's zooming. Let me just do. I don't want to zoom. That is interesting. That's the I'm gonna say it wrong. Colomarsh. Yes. Colichamart. Colchamart. Okay. Colchamarte. I have to look that word up on the enunciation. But that is basically a transition weapon between the rapier and the small sword, which means it's. God, I couldn't say this about a sword, but little in the middle, but it's got much back. Another thing you don't expect from the Historical Fencing Guild. But that looks delightful. I'd have to check the weight and point of balance, but I bet that thing you could just scribble with. 32-inch blades. I like a 32 is a good length. I wish they would tell me where the point of balance was, because if they would tell me the point of weight and point of balance, I could put it in the agility calculator. I like a lot of swords. I like big fat swords, and I cannot like. No, I like a lot of swords. You've won one ever since you've seen it on Forge and Fire. Yeah, and I am at heart a rapist. It's just I am dealing with extreme weight limitations due to the nerve damage in my hand. Oh no. No. Let me look at this. Come here. Now, we are ignoring the price because I'm not throwing $300 at a sword. I could buy a whole kit of a brand new kit of armor, but look at this small sword, guys. If they would ever put a little bit of cooling in on a small sword, I'd probably lose my mind. But then again, remember, my favorite sword that I own in live steel is my beautiful Bilbao. I love this little weapon. Very distinctive guard, just enough to where it could parry. I wish I had about, 2 of these in tactical steel grade, modern, with the little tiny hilt, because I have little tiny hands. Literally, you see how nice that fits? That's about a half an inch at the diameter. These are tiny, but I'm tiny. Hobbit-sized weapons for hobbits. I'm sure you have. Really? I don't know what happened, but because of falling euro or what, but apparently SoCal now outprices PHA on their equivalent. Really? Okay, hold on. Give me a moment to get where I need to be, and we'll look at it. Come on. Please, because this is making me a little uncomfortable. Come on. Yes, I know my system hates when I do this, but it's easier on you guys, and we are at the hour mark, so no one can complain. I'm gonna have some more though. See, on my other shows, I have a bunch of commercials. You guys don't get the commercials because you support stuff. Oh, hey, Dark Moon Miracle, it's been a while. Great to see you. We're doing some shopping. Is depreciated now. We're hoping. Yes. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this, do that.
Yes, we've been looking at lovely swords. We briefly talked about the joy that was the D&D thing, and I've been using tape to modify my trainers to make them much easier to see. So, wait, South Coast Swords. Excuse me? We're going to just go here for a second, backtrack so nothing gets too oxy, and we're going to say South Coast Swords. Oh. All right, it's. Oh, they changed it to SoCal. Okay, cool. That's what happened, and I knew that. Yeah, sorry. I try not to let myself get too dumb on the show. It intimidates some of the quieter viewers. But let's see what we have. Catalog. Single. Yes, I'm going single-handed swords. There are a lot of two-handed swords out there that people love, but let's see. And see, we're running into the and it's. Okay, I like the 3-bar saber, 103. That's not bad. Oh, that's steel. So that's that's synthetic. That's synthetic. Oh, that looks good. They have changed their blade. Uh, they have changed their blade design a little bit. Wait, the synthetic cup hilt is only $100. Wait, the synthetic small sword is only 95. Holy smokies, folks! Holy smokes! Oh no, I can't know that. $39-inch blade from Cross, which means it loses to about a 36. That's fine. 3.5-inch handle with 5-point in the cup. 1 pound, 14 ounces, so it's nearly 2 pounds. Yes. Holy smokes is incense. Holy smokes, though. I'll literally have to try with some weights to see if I can handle that much weight. Because part of the problem is, it's not that they're just the way to go. It's that they're that's cheap. That is scary cheap. I'm gonna, because I'll be honest, two of these, each of these is 50, but they're also less than a pound. They're featherlight and small hilt. So, I'm going to have to tell some people about that. And I'm going to do share this page, copy link, and I am going to put this up on Facebook in the Historical Fencing Guild page. And I'm going to stop the screen, though, because you guys don't need to see the kind of things that get sent to me. Not that I'm doing anything shady, but I have friends. And I don't want to accidentally. Yeah, I'm glad I did, or else we've seen a bunch of pictures of. Bam. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'll just. It's on my standard Facebook. I'll be moving it around later. I don't want to dawdle. But, okay, there we are.
That is intriguing. There is an extra long version for the same price. Whew. Well, sure. Their standard fetters don't even break 100 now, which I wouldn't have believed. Wow. So, folks, now because of, and it makes sense that the euro has fallen so far, that the SoCal, which are the American Black Fencer ones, are the way to go for a minute. Okay, let's check something else. Hold on. Let's go PHA. Oh no, those are the links to my art page. And buy paint.net, because at one point I bought paint.net, which is the things. Yes, I'm having happy scrolling, and yes, longer. I'll keep at it for a while. But let's see if he even has a cup hilt, because I do prefer to buy from an American company. No, duration, yes. Okay, let's see. 33 rapiers. A Bellatore, I'm sorry, for 400. They can take a flying leap at that. A new plastic rapier? I am looking forward to that. But more Bellatore. I do need new gear, including gloves. The sticker's great, but okay, they don't offer it. I'm not seeing it. So if they don't offer it, I can't feel bad looking elsewhere. But yes, I do. I always go to Christian first. He is my favorite supplier on the internet. And anytime you buy something from him, be sure to tell him I sent you. Because if I ever make it down to Dallas, Texas, I want to go and tour Purple Heart Armory. It's one of two places in Texas I desperately want to tour. The other is Reaper Minis, because they have a life-size statue of Sophie the Succubus, and I was trying to join the Black Fencer group, Black Lightning Cav demo squad with my buddy Ben, may rest in peace, before they shut it down. I wonder if they're still doing it. I might get back into it. But I have a question for folks. Oh, if you make it down here, we need to meet up. Absolutely. I don't know if you met Steve Clausen. He's my buddy. He's down in Dallas. And a few others. I would love to get down there and meet. I would have said try the Texas Ren Fair, but I've heard how insane their prices have gotten, so it would probably be Sherwood or something down there. But oh my. This is a good time to let everyone know that we're about a month away from my birthday. Anyhow, but yes, that looks. If I could hold it, and I might stand a better chance with a proper keyhole grip. But I honestly don't know if I can handle the weight. I gotta think, especially with the fact that I have to buy new gear from the skin out because of some stuff that got ruined, and I have to do it in the next about 2 weeks. I have to have it here. So let's see. Let's go back to PA. Well, actually, let's go somewhere else. If we're going to do some online shopping and you guys are cool with this, I want to check something else out. Has anyone had any dealings with Superior Fencing? I think that's their link. Yeah, if you want to donate towards birthday swords or other gear, I'm having trouble because of my injury, I got kind of fat. So I'm trying to find plus size armor and stuff, and because that's the fastest way where I will outgrow it. But if I get it, then I could pass it to somebody who needs it. And let's be honest, I've been training people for 20 years, and I'll tell you a horrible secret I have. I have been I have been loaning the best I have out and keeping the crud. Oh, no, is that no, don't, or no, you don't know? You know a bunch of people who have bought their stuff. How'd it go, Ryan? I'd love to know how it went because anything that would help. Is that inclusive? Does that include the shoulders? And how big does it get? Let's see what colors does it come. Oh, it comes in brown. I prefer brown, obviously. You might not know this, but my coat has a tendency to be brown. Brown. Ooh, that looks good. Black and white would fit my old device, which I use as a logo, that being the boot way up at the top of the screen over there. But that is dead sexy. I just have to get my measurements checked. Okay, so I will, because safety being a thing, I will take that. No, I'm not going to do that. I will copy it. And I will just go here for a moment and do the same thing I did before. I don't know about their heavy gloves, but their pants, jackets, and mask overlays are great. Well, that's basically. I need. Why am I doing that? No, I don't need that. I need to go here. I need to find the right kind of gear that will give me the added protection as a trainer for when we're fighting as we're fighting a lot more aggressive, concussive than we did when I was pierced. And ironically, and I'll say this till the day I die, the rapier standards of the Middle Kingdom are in the SCA are dangerous. They do not provide enough impact protection for the chest, and I am very proud to announce that our dear friend Trelena bought a plastron of some sort, so she has some chest protection to keep her safer and help prevent breast cancer, something I take deadly serious. Let me check something else real quick. Yes, important but not important for this. Okay, so we can bring me back to here for a minute. That works pretty well. So a set like that, because I don't think I would need, and I will take your input. You guys have seen how I fight. Look through the videos. Ooh, custom printed though. That's tempting. The armor's better on that, but the printing is sexy. Anyway, I'm not Lawns Connect, and that's way too boorish for me. That's not my style. Oh, the Destroyer mods is back. Oh no, I love that set. I wanted to buy the fencing hoodie that they made, but I'm going to keep looking through this classic fencing vest. They don't have exactly what I was looking for, but I do think I'd have to go to the 800 Newton just for safety and impact absorption. What is that? Because the idea, yes, I'm being a fashionista. I don't usually fabric. Ooh. Double X. Okay. Double X. That's not good. I need to look at the weight because they might not come in chunky monkey sizes. If it only comes in the 2X, I'll have to check the measurements because right now I'm in the 3X realm and I don't think in centimeters. Okay. Give me just a second. No, I don't need that. That's a document. I don't need that. I'll go back to that. Come here. I'm using my handy dandy calculator, and I am not going to feel ashamed for it because I have been proven dyslexic and dyscalculic. So anything that will keep the numbers from floating is my friend. The trick is sometimes they hide my calculator. Here we go. So 136 divided by 2.2. 61? Okie dokie. That might be the bread and butter, folks. We may have winner chicken dinner. So that would take a huge zot out of my funds, but that would also be a much safer armored jacket for me, especially if I could get it in solid brown. Because my wife could put a patch of some sort on the back. Ooh. So what do you guys think on that one? Because that would be... Okay, so I'll have to save up because I make $50 off of my my Patreon. And that covers everything I do, all the equipment I have to buy, all the... it was set up to cover my StreamYard, but Joe Bachman covered the StreamYard. Thank you so much. So for the first year, it's covered. And I'm working that the $50 that I have a month would go to that. Exactly. I would put the patch of my boot on it. Absolutely. But I had to go get measured by my wife to check that out. So do you guys think that's something I should invest in? Oh, if you aren't doing long stuff, I really like their Fang jacket for competitive stuff. The Colonel is best likely for your needs. Well, my problem is you guys see me after I have trained up people safely. When I'm training newbies, a lot of times the calibration can be dicey. And if I go back to training, over armor is not bad. But you're saying their Fang competition. Let's see. HEMA, Lons Connect, Thermal. And that's 140. Okay, it's 140 for the double-breasted, which I'll be honest, aesthetically it's 350 newtons, and it is beautiful. I have to see the opening. How does that open? And the sizing goes up standard. So if I were just getting another fencing jacket, that would be great. I also like the waist cinch in the back. But if it comes with the additional arms, because I'm having to put, if I buy that jacket, I'll have to put my own arms and armor over it. I'll have to armor it. Because, like I said, some of my people's calibration is dubious. So that is still tempting. It's 250 versus 150? 140. Yeah, I mean, for somebody starting out who's not a coach, if this will pass an SCA fencing, an SCA punch test, I would definitely. I mean, that's just basic and good. Well, let's do a price comparison. Where did you get your original gear from, Nick? When I wasn't having Mandy make it, Why, that would be www. And I'm going late tonight a little bit. I hope you don't mind. Zen Warrior Armory.com. Now, if you, like I said, if you guys want, the Fang is nice because it has an oversized collar, so you can fully rotate your head with the gorget on underneath. That's a good point. This is Zen Warrior. I've dealt with Zen Warrior for over 20 years, but it's been a long time since I've looked. I've dealt with them since they were still attached to triplet competition arms, and I want to see. Okay, so you could get a fencing short sleeve jacket if you're starting out for 62, but they have see, I'd have to get something in this range, so it would double real fast. And that's just for the classic fencing undergarment. You throw something over so you look pretty. What I'd want to get would be, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Not that. The asymmetric is a little too edgy for me. So it would probably be something with this cut. Although, honestly, I don't know if my hands could handle the snaps. And again, we're adding, because I'm between a 52 and a 54. Last time I checked my chest, I'm a big boy. I'm short, but I'm stocky. Believe it or not, I'm built a lot like when you see a D&D dwarf. A lot of people think I'm taller than I am. I really am not. It's shocking. But that's okay. So we'll say plus 40 to 50. So, and it gives a price range. So it's going to be about 200. That's interesting because that looks like it has better padding and possible color options. Yeah, see, and that's what I was thinking about, because I've had to. I have to make the decision. I have leather, and I have the knowledge to make some gorgeous leather armor pieces. Overplastron bracers, things like that. New gorgets. I made my gorget. Hang on just a second. Just a second. Can I do that? Yeah. I'm still here. I just need to work a place on my old project. Alrighty, let's trip over a weapon. Yeah, that's standard. We'll do that. Let's get dangerous, folks. Boink. Now let's get safe. Let me put this away. Yes, we are all fond of them. And I will look at the full kits because I'm just trying to price what would work. This is my gorget, and I have made very similar to this. What happened is my old swordmaster made this before he flaked out, and then I upgraded and plated it myself. So all those copper rivets are my own. And this is my homemade neck armor, so we just throw that on like that. Oh, this is taking me back. Collar that dude up. And this gives superior. What do I have that I can hit myself in the neck with safely? I had a sledgehammer. Where did my sledgehammer go? Okay, no sledgehammer. Fine. We'll just use a pipe. And it kind of feels like I'm thumping my throat. So this is very sturdy. I could try to make over armor for that and save some of the money. I just have to make the decision. And a lot of it is what you guys want to see. Hello, old friend. But I must have lost some weight because I fit that better. Yes. If you come to the Historical Fencing Guild, you will see me hitting myself with a stick at times. These things happen. So, the biggest coat we saw with partial armor was $250. Now, I could go and drop $270. Oh, let's see. Is there a Claymore kit? I'm just curious. Oh, that'd be 8. That would be $580. Let's look at this. Is the top of the line, and I'm just going to rule a little bit. Y'all don't mind. With the cup. And yes, I have to replace my cup holder, and I've had trouble finding ones that can fit. Feel free to laugh. But it would have to be XL mask. That's a nice set, though. That is a nice set, and it would be a nice mask. I have a couple nice masks. I always end up wearing my beat-up one because I want to keep my students safe. I'm noticing a flaw in my personality here, where I put on bootleg armor and I give the best weapons and gear to my students rather frequently. But that's interesting to contemplate, because I could come down here and drop $270 and have a full gear. I wonder if they give color. Do they give color options? Yes. They give color options. That does change some things, doesn't it? Because that's a full, that's literally skin out and bag. Do not be misled. They sell overlays, not masks. Well, again, I have multiple masks, and getting a mask is something that I find easier. Thank you for that heads up. And breathability is non-existent. I'm going to have to do some thinking, because it really would be one solid color, all in brown, and then have my wife do the detailing. But that's interesting. And that's only $2 something? Is that really only $2 something? Oh, but that's not shipping. I bet that's where they get you, because that's not shipping. And that's what we're forgetting. Shipping's going to be a nightmare. So I may have to call them and make some questions. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ryan, for the advice. I will be looking at looking them over again, too. So it is well past the hour. We're at hour 30. We did some light grade shopping. If there's ever a store you guys want me to look at, hit me up. I'll be happy to look it over for you. Unless they have free shipping over so much. But I haven't seen anything by that. So I may have it. Let's see. Let me see. About Us. Let's just look. About Us. There we are, loading up. Now that's going to be hot. That's the other problem. Fight with your limits with tactical range. And they're talking about their products. I may just have to follow them and find out. And then I can ask some questions. I'm all for that. If this is as good a deal as it looks, I'll really, really like promoting them. But I thank you for your input. So I will be looking into that. And, if I come up with anything, I will let you know. A quick reminder for those who stuck around to the end. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will looking for the appearance thing. August 13th. Good to know. I mean, nothing's cool. Everything's hot, but that's standard. I'm used to I fought for many years in ballistic nylon because it was lighter and we managed to luck into some. But thank you for sticking around and good night, Ryan. Thank you so much. I will be appearing. That's the wrong book, isn't it? Look. Yep, that's the vendor book. Here we go. Saturday, August 13th in the New Chicago Park at 3101 Huntington Avenue in Hobart, Indiana, where they'll be doing Shakespeare in the Park, and I will be out sparring with my very light rapiers. Now, if we can find the supplier of these little dudes, I'll just go these and go much lighter gear. But we'll figure things out. That being said, I'll be there, and the weekend of April 23rd. So I just dropped everything. So let me bring up my happy little calendar so I can give you, because I can't remember something. So where did my happy little calendar go? Oh. No, I don't want to shop on Amazon. Okay, I always want to shop on Amazon, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. July, August, April 20. Now, see, they were saying 21st and 22nd, but they said 23rd. So that weekend, when I have it finalized, I will be at RegionCon in Maryville, Indiana at St. Sava's Orthodox Church. Right off of 41. It's real easy to find for a 2-day convention. So, do that. If you haven't joined the Historical Fencing Guild's Facebook group, please do that. I'm hoping to get some more sparring videos. It's just been over 100 degrees, and it hasn't been safe. Oh, if you ever decide to come down and visit us, let us know. We can set you up a place to stay. We could probably even set you up with Amtrak tickets as well. I'd have to talk to Amanda and sort all that out. That's incredibly generous. We definitely could talk. But for now, guys, do your drills. Keep your guard up. Be kind to yourself and each other. And as always, thank you for supporting your local swordmaster. I will be back. Actually, I'll be back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the other channel, the Nicholas Talkert channel. When I'm done here, go subscribe to that if you haven't. For Nevermind the Furthermore, helping artists, authors, and comic book creators and the like all get better at what they do through support and discussion. I'll be on Nerd Bacon with my incredibly conservative friend Luke, talking about geeky stuff and understand the environment, folks. And then I will be right back here on Friday nights at 8 o'clock for the Historical Fencing Guild live stream. I will see you soon. Bye, all.